Hello there, welcome to my new allotment. This is a new allotment update for you. Let's have a look around at what we've been doing. Quite a lot's been happening, and I think we should go and have a look. Welcome to plot 94. This is my plot. It was taken over, quite a derelict of a site, but we've got our shed up. We had a little bit of a disaster. The top piece there's a different colour because it blew off in the wind, so I've had to reline that, if you like, and we put a new bit there. Got some water butts going on, so we've got 1, 2 and 3. Do like my butts. Plenty of water is always the key. So the shed's had a bit of a paint. We've got a homemade chair in here. Made this out of pallets, just something simple, you know, just something to sit. Also, with my pallet wall that I'm creating around my allotment, I'm putting these grow bags in here, and these are going to be my little window sills. And I'm actually thinking now about putting my lavender into here that I'm growing, and then that way I've got a fence and I've got some pretty flowers as well, and herbs of course. So just picked up a massive amount of canes. Somebody was giving these away. They're not in the best nick, but they'll do for somebody who hasn't got any at the moment. So yeah, that's all good. And we have managed, I don't know if you've seen this, but we've managed to get up the framework for the lean-to going onto the shed there. So that framework's all up. We've got a slight problem because we've got an overhang. It's a 10-foot shed, 12-foot greenhouse, so we've got this gap between the shed and the pole, so we've had to concrete the pole in, and that should be nice and sturdy now. Give that another coat of paint, and then we're going to use pallet wood to create a back. So another pole in here, and then use that to create a back. So looking good for the greenhouse. I've been very lucky as well. I managed to pick up another greenhouse. This was one that's in somebody's garden and they didn't want it, so I've got a 10 by 8 here. So that's all the framework for it. That's the big pieces, the base, and we've got the glass over here. So I've managed to get all the glass down. I think we only broke one piece of glass, so I'm jolly lucky there. What else has been happening? Well, everything's been growing. Everything that I don't want to grow has been growing. Nettles, awful. If anyone knows a trick for getting rid of nettles, then I'll be glad to hear it. So the sort of clearing has sort of stopped for the moment because I'm not allowed to burn anymore. So I've sort of stopped that. So I've been more onto the building, getting things prepped that way. So we've got our 2 compost bins. There's one and there's another one. The fronts do come off, and also I've now built a toilet. So this will be my toilet. We're going to line the pallets inside. I'm going to put a plank, piece of wood across, cut out a hole, have a bucket in there with a toilet seat on the top, and then have a sheet on the front, and that way we'll be able to go to the toilet, more for the children when they come down, really, just in case they get caught short. Got myself a bath, and I've got 3 more in the van, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to grow things into these, use them as raised beds, but also comfrey. I've got a lot of comfrey growing on the plot, so I thought what I'd do is I'll fill the bath with earth and then use the comfrey, plant it actually in the soil, so I've got it you know, together, so it's all together rather than all around the plot, and then I've got an endless supply then of the comfrey. So that's what I'm going to do there, because it makes jolly good tomato feed, I believe. Anyone knows how to make it in tomato feed? Is it soaked in water, or do we have to press it? Let me know in the comments below, or even direct me to a video would be great. So that's the comfrey. More rubbish, found lots more rubbish. That's going to be another trip to the dump. Much else to show you? Well, we do have some things growing. Here we've got some potatoes. I'm going to try and grow potatoes in here. Now people said it's too shallow for potatoes, it's only about a foot deep, but when you're growing in your bags, a lot of people said, well, it's only the first foot that seem to grow anything. So we're going to give that a little experiment. And these are Poundland shallots. Didn't honestly think they were going to work, because in actual fact it was 2 packs for £1 in Poundland. They were on their way out, but we have got some growth there. So we've got some growth coming out of these Poundland shallots. So you know, you can't knock it. They seem to be doing well at the moment, so we'll keep following those. Rhubarb's doing well. Got some nice manure around those, and that seems to be coming on leaps and bounds. That's looking good. And then we've got our currants. I just need to get a bit more earth in there, because as the compost sags with the watering and that, I need to get a bit more earth in there, which I've got plenty of around here. So we'll be doing that. So they're looking good. And also over here we've got the raspberry canes, and they are coming along. Seems to do better at one end than the other. Don't quite understand why, but they are growing quite nicely there. So still quite a lot to do. As you can probably see here, we've got lots of growth coming through. I think these are blackberries, there might be raspberries, I'm not sure. And then we've got our big bush here. I think this is some sort of currant. We've actually got some fruit starting to come on it now. There we go. Somebody did say they thought it was currant, so hopefully that is. Lots more comfrey. There's always comfrey knocking about. So yeah, things are starting to grow. Unfortunately, it's not what I want to grow, but we're getting there. And we've got the membrane down over by the plum tree, which we think is a plum tree over here, which I'm going to thin out next year once I find out what it is really. I've cleared the ground underneath, and I've planted all wild seeds in there, so hopefully they'll grow and we'll have a plethora of wild seeds. There's a word for you. Okay, so more rubbish to get rid of. So all I've seemed to have done since I got on this site is rubbish. So I'm going to have a cup of tea, just a short video on how we're doing. Oh look, I've got another water butt. That came free with the greenhouse, so I can't grumble. So yeah, so from plot 94, I'm just going to sign off. So there we go, just a short update on my new site. Just let you have a look around there, see how things are coming along, and they're not doing too bad. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for sharing as well. Many of you have been sharing my videos. That's absolutely fantastic. And we're nearly there. We're nearly at the 100 mark. Hopefully by the time I post this, we will reach the 100. So we'll have to see if we can do something special for the 100th subscriber. All right. So hope to see you all again another time. But for now, I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. Bye. Hi guys, and welcome back to my new allotment. So this is a new allotment update, and as you can see behind me, we've got the framework up for the greenhouse. So today's job is to put glass in. So let's get glass in. Let's do it. Hi there. So oh my goodness me, I've managed to get in 2 sets of glass. Now the first problem I had was figuring out the sizes, because on the roof here we have seemed to have got 3 different size glass. We've got a 2x2, 2 foot by 2 foot pane, and then we've got slightly smaller, and then we've got slightly smaller again. So other thing I didn't notice was the Z clips. See the Z clips here, they are longer than the Z clips that I've bought from the shops, the ones that are standard greenhouse type. So this must be either very old or just somebody's sort of handmade it or something, because these clips are slightly longer. So when I used my shorter ones, the glass wouldn't fit at the end, it was too long. So after an hour and a half, I've managed to get 2 sets up, and the one's the window there, of course. So I'm going to have a cup of tea, because I'm a little bit shaky actually. It's getting sort of, I'm not very good on heights, even though it's not that high really. It's just getting up there on a wobbly old ladder, not doing me the best. So I'm gonna have a cup of tea, and then we'll come back, and hopefully now I know the sequences, we'll be able to crack on and get the rest of this done. And of course, just to make it even easier, this piece here was an odd piece that was a completely different size from any of the others because of the window up there. So yeah, so that's what's taken me an hour and a half. Never mind. Nice cup of tea. It's a beautiful day, so I'm going to have a tea, probably sit in one of the baths and have a drink.